Oh, did not expect the larger ref to be running the middle.
We welcome you to Count Basie Park for FC Monmouth's second home game of the 2025 season, their third of the year. They started their campaign on the road with a huge 6-0 win over Lighthouse Boys Club of Kensington, and they followed that up last Sunday with a thrilling 2-1 victory over Kingston Stockade. With that, I'm Chris Daly behind the microphone, fourth season here with FC Monmouth. So happy to be on the call for the blue and gold every home game for the men's and women's side at Count Basie Park this summer. FC Monmouth today playing host to NY BRAVEHEART Soccer Club, coming from New York, right inside the Queens and Staten Island area. NY BRAVEHEARTs have done a great job at this level, especially within the UPSL. They have a Premier Division team that's also playing a game today, so they have a thinner squad than usual. However, still lots of top caliber players in this team. And that includes Daniel Bedoya, the captain for Bravehearts, formerly of New York City FC, played for Hartford Athletic as well in the USL Championship. Lots of professional experience going against a much younger FC Monmouth team, and one of those youngsters none other than Davide Caputo as he glides through a couple of defenders. And now Andrew Araya on the ball. He was the goal scorer of the second goal, the game-winning goal for FC Monmouth against Bravehearts. Penalty kick in the 88th minute. And those are the moments Andrew Araya lives for. Had a great season at NJIT, recently transferred to Fairleigh Dickinson, so he will be staying in New Jersey to continue his collegiate soccer career. As he gets on the ball on the half turn, great move from Araya. Gives it to Tyson, his fellow Ocean Township native, who scored the first goal of the day against Kingston Stockade. Nicely tucked it into the bottom corner. And Tyson now getting on the start. He was on the bench to start last time out. He came in for the injured Anthony Perez. Or he's not the only change to the starting lineup. Joe Grossman in net, wearing that demanding red uniform. Just finished up his freshman year at UConn. Meanwhile, FC Monmouth in their crisp blue jerseys reminds you of the ocean, and quite fitting, especially on Memorial Day weekend here at the Jersey Shore. Bravehearts almost resembling Arsenal with their red kits. White sleeves, greatly won by Davide Caputo. Caputo slips in Patrick Shaw. Patrick Shaw's touch just gets ahead of him a little bit. Great work from Caputo, the club's all-time leader in assists. He's got 6. If you include going down in the box as an assist that causes a penalty goal, he's got 7. However, he was the man who provided the assist to Tyson. Shaw with some nice hold-up play. Caputo now to Avila's out wide. Avila slides it in. Back post. Tyson, he's so close. Misses it. Net was wide open, and that one's going to sting for Aiden Tyson. Great ball from Lenny Aviles out wide on the right wing. The Rutgers forward, really crafty. Played for the Puerto Rico youth national team. He found Tyson free in that back post area as Tyson will now press. As Bravehearts look to go direct. It's Gonzalez. Some nice moves. Gonzalez on his right foot, back post, bicycle kick. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful from Bravehearts. He's stunned. You want to talk about a quick start? Well, there you go. NY Bravehearts with a beautiful bicycle kick goal. And it's 1-0 NY Bravehearts. FC Monmouth down early here at home. It does not look like.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Braveheart. Single.
Braveheart. Got it. Yeah.
With a goal in the 5th minute for NY Braveheart SC, number 10, 1-0 Braveheart.
Maybe. Might be.
Could be.
Gonna go with it. And we have a roster here for NY Braveheart, just looking at it right now. I believe it was Miguel Soto Gonzalez with the great bicycle kick. Oh my! Andrew Araya almost with his 3rd goal of the year. And Soto Gonzalez from Madrid, Spain, played at Hofstra this past fall. Or actually rather 2 years ago, just finished his 2nd year at Queens College. As Patrick Shaw will press. He's getting his first start for FC Monmouth today at that number 9 position. Ball over the top, bounces through, and this is dangerous now for Braveheart. Homowitz wins control of it. And ball trickles out of bounds. Nice throw-in from Grayson Parks, showing off the arm. As Braveheart, look to continue their early success here in this game. And Gonzalez really crafty out on the ring. Going to see what he can do. He puts in a ball into the box. Knocked away by FC Monmouth. However, Braveheart maintained possession. And they've settled into this game really nicely. Lovely slip through ball. A little too far ahead though. And FC Monmouth now have an attempt to respond. Quickly one back. Heaney passes it out wide, and now Braveheart have an opportunity for a long throw-in in a dangerous area. Aula on the ball as he darts towards the end line. Crosses it in with his left foot. Scooped by Joe Grossman.
Ladies and gentlemen, Home Turf is the official training facility of FC Monmouth. Purpose-built to be the safest and most inspiring environment for athletes to train and compete, Home Turf's main field consists of over 15,000 square feet of high-performance, non-infill artificial grass. They can be divided into 4-on-4 or 5v5 fields. Home Turf
Ball over the
hosts
top.
team practices, small group training, tournaments, camps, and clinics. Thank you to Home Turf for their support of FC
Now
Monmouth.
Parinelli loses it. Davi Caputo with a nice tackle from behind. And it's Andrew Araya looking for the direct ball. FC Monmouth tried a whole lot of that in the first half against Kingston Stockade. Try to go over the top. And with the legs of Patrick Shaw, no reason not to try. He's definitely an active presence at that number 9 spot. Played for PDA in his youth career. As mentioned a little earlier, now at Coastal Carolina. Yet another direct ball, and Braveheart in behind. What a tackle. sliding to the turf. It's Grayson Parks. And luckily for him, he's got the high socks on, so probably won't feel much of a burn. Can't say the same if it was Araya or Tyson-y with those low shin pads. Avila's too. Also have Homowitz as part of that group as Braveheart with a corner kick. Looking for their second of the game. And ball is won by Joe Grossman. And why Braveheart 0-1 on the year. First game was against Met Oval Academy. Another game in which they didn't really have their full squad with them. They lost 4-1 to a really good Met Oval side. However, they definitely could have competed had they had some of those other pieces who were competing in the UPSL at the time. They also have tons of youth clubs competing in EDP as well as USL Youth as Avilas is in behind. Oh my. Great build-up from FC Monmouth and Avilas' shot. Just soars over the ball. He gets under it just a little too much. However, great chance for the blue and gold. And nice touch by Bedoya. However, Braveheart lose it right after. And now Parinelli progresses the ball forward, looking for the switch to Gonzalez. Gonzalez has been their most dangerous player today. Somebody Braveheart would like to continue getting the ball to. Again, another nice attempt for Monmouth, looking for Tyson-y in behind. Tyson-y scored against FC Monmouth last year as member of the Jackson Lions. And now he has scored for FC Monmouth against Kingston Stockade. As Kierskowski on the ball. Just transferred from St. Francis to NJIT, playing alongside a few of his future teammates. Gonzalez wins it. 50-50 ball, one out by Braveheart. And now they have an attack. Braveheart currently in the bottom half of the table, although, again, only one game played. FC Monmouth, meanwhile, with 2 games played and 8 goals scored, sit atop of the Northeast Conference in the league for clubs. They are ranked number 6 in the national power rankings. With a win today, you got to imagine they only grow upon that ranking as Lawrence Mancino in his first start for FC Monmouth just boats it into the stands. The youngest player starting for FC Monmouth just graduated from CBA. I believe they graduated, maybe not. Might still be in high school. Regardless, plays for CBA, was a great center back there, one of their best defenders in recent history, which says a lot considering the prestige of CBA. He'll be heading to TCNJ this fall. Avila's making great work out on the wing, slides it in. Patrick Shaw turns, Patrick Shaw shoots! Wide left.
Ladies and gentlemen, Salt Athletic is FC Monmouth's official cleat and glove bag. Smell proof, style first. Salt Athletic is redefining the cleat bag with premium design, odor control, and everyday durability. Trusted by athletes and teams nationwide. Gear up at saltathletic.com.
Now Braveheart looking to start their attack by playing out of the back. We've seen them go direct a lot. They're going to use Bedoya as part of the build-up. His touch, a little wonky, but he makes a great job out of it. Volleys it over to the right side of the pitch. Again, Gonzalez has been the star player so far. He made a start against Met Oval, his first start of the year, and formerly of Hofstra, now at Queens College. So a local kid, by the measure of playing in town. He'll be staying in America for the summer. But he plays with that Spanish swagger. Got great technique on the ball. And that's number 10 in red. As Grossman boots it away. And Braveheart have a throw-in. All things considered, with it being Memorial Day weekend, not too shabby of a crowd here at Count Basie Park. Definitely lighter than usual, as expected, with a lot going to the beach and the roads being really congested as Jersey Shore locals call for the bennies to go away. But many brave folks have came to Red Bank today to support FC Monmouth, including Lucas Francis, founder of the 732, who just had prom a few nights ago. So good to see him in town. As Homowitz spins, working on Perinelli. And now it's Davi Caputo. Caputo to Araya. Araya with the ball over the top. And it's Kierskowski. Kierskowski didn't see Killian Heaney. Still completes his pass as FC Monmouth just possessing the ball. It's Mancino. Now Homowitz. Saloka looking for somebody. Gives it to Caputo with two guys on his back. He gets clipped. FC Monmouth awarded a foul. Blue and Gold are coached by Hugh McDonald, the associate head coach at Monmouth University. Was a great player there. Two-time Northeast Conference Defender of the Year. Spent his first 2 years at VCU, where Rob McCourt was the head coach at the time. And he traveled with him to Monmouth University, now works alongside him. Had some great success. Played professionally for the New York Red Bulls before entering the coaching ranks at a very young age. It's become a big presence here in the Jersey Shore soccer community as Homowitz wins it. Now it's Tysony, takes his touch inside, looking for Caputo. It is one out. As New Jersey Transit says hello, and the train makes its way by, past the Red Bank Catholic Diamond Sports Fields. Now, great touch from Gonzalez. Not here today for Braveheart is, well, of course, a bulk of their team, including Godwin Party, who had a yellow card against Met Oval, and you may recognize the last name because of his brother Thomas, who has put together a great career over in Europe. Ball swung in by Bedoya. It stays with Braveheart. Bedoya is fouled. Born in Colombia, moved to the United States at 8 years old. Really a great story with him. Played for the Red Bulls Academy right when they started. So he was about 17 at that time. Oh, what fancy footwork from Gonzalez. And now it's Bedoya, who eventually went to St. John's. before getting scouted by New York City FC. And again, if you missed the start of the stream, FC Monmouth now competes in the League for Clubs, a startup league founded by a lot of former friends of FC Monmouth within the National Premier Soccer League, now friends, of course, in the TLFC. Ball whipped in on the corner. No Braveheart player truly makes great contact with it, and it goes straight out of bounds. Goal kick, Grossman now. Bombs away, says Grossman, as he calls his center backs up to the 30. "20 minutes past now in this game. FC Monmouth down to Braveheart 1-0. Gonzalez's bicycle kick is what separates these two teams. Caputo, Homowitz, Mencino. Kerskowski. Tyson, unfortunately, lets that one slip by him. And Braveheart have an opportunity to possess the ball. Only 2 guys on their bench compared to the 7 for FC Monmouth. Could definitely play a factor later in this game. For Braveheart, would love to get another goal and then maybe sit back and hold this lead, considering they have less manpower than FC Monmouth. Ball back post, looking for Gonzalez. Monmouth trying to get a quick start. Ref says that is not allowed. Andrew Araya passes that ball away. Great tackle by Homowitz. Played 2 years at Stockton, now at Rowan. Braveheart on the attack. Killian Heaney, the Irishman. Played for Silgo Rovers in the Irish Premier Division. Played in the first division in a major European country. Pretty surreal to think about. Now at Union University after a year at Omaha. FC Monmouth trying to play fancy, and their own defensive third, and that shot was close to being another stunner for NY Braveheart. And the NFL music reigns in here at Count Basie Park. Great weather for soccer if you're a player. Perhaps a little cold if you're in the crowd. See a lot of sweatshirts on. Couple of hats as well. Some umbrellas in case the rain does make its way into this fixture. Don't think it will, as this great cloud seems to be passing by, as is Lenny Aviles. Aviles slips it. Patrick Shaw just in an awkward position to really make true control of that, as Gonzalez's run is stopped by Kierskowski. And he's not happy with that call. He was saying it went off on Kierskowski. Tough decision for the referee, no matter what. It looked pretty close from the bird's eye view we have here in the press box. Another 4-3-3 today for FC Monmouth. Braveheart playing really 3-4 in the back, while on offense as a shot is rifled in by Gonzalez. He is dangerous out on that right wing.
Ladies and gentlemen, FC Monmouth would like to thank House of Chong. House of Chong, established in 1969, serving American Chinese food with much help from family, friends, and members of the local community. Dan and Linda Chong have made House of Chong the trusted source for quality American Chinese food in Monmouth and Ocean counties. Make sure you visit House of Chong on Route 35 in Middletown's Union Square, right across from Whole Foods. Thanks again to House of Chong.
Davi Caputo not able to control the ball, and Heaney wins it off the feet of Saloka. And look at this, Braveheart have a great attempt. So far, Braveheart have had much better of opportunities. I feel like the ball has primarily been in their offensive half. Haven't seen FC Monmouth with too many clear-cut chances. He can go back to the shot, or volley rather, from Lenny Aviles, but other than that, nothing is super big. And Aiden Tysony, of course, had a great attempt from the 6-yard line, which unfortunately fell short. But it's just been those two so far for FC Monmouth, as Braveheart have had a lot of shots. Now, FC Monmouth looking to flip the script here. Jay Komowitz wins it back. Andrew Araya so calm and composed on the ball, as we saw with that penalty kick against Stockade. Avila scored a hat-trick against the Lighthouse Boys Club of Kensington. He's hoping to get another one. We can hear Hugh McDonald yelling from the touchline, "Let's play." Wants his guys to just get it on the ground and start moving the ball. Simultaneously move the defense as well. Nicely worked by FC Monmouth, and Davi Caputo in his bright neon green cleats gets the ball now to Tysony. (27:35) reads the clock. Still 1-0. NY Braveheart in the lead. Mancino with his arms around Heaney. I mean, that'll be called every day of the week. Jordan Bayonne with a great ball. Switch the point of the attack. Now it's Bedoya, the former professional. Most playing experience on this field. 31 years of age. Has seen a lot of things in his time. The spin, no shot so far. And Braveheart, again, with another great attempt at net. Corner kick now for the boys in red. Cool tidbit I learned from their head coach, Bob Shacko, before the game is their crest, which was designed right around the time of the Super Bowl, so right before the season truly kicked off, resembles a New York City sewer. Paying homage to, of course, Staten Island and Queens. and then those sewers form a shape of a heart. So very interesting, and the man who designed it also designs a lot of logos in the USL, both the Championship, League One, and USL League Two as well. As we have a ball toss incoming at Count Basie Park, so you can expect the fans to make some noise within the next couple of minutes as FC Monmouth moves down the field a little.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you like some free stuff? Make some noise, and we're going to toss some balls your way, thanks to our friends at Buffalo Wild Wings of Eatontown.
And Braveheart.
See Monmouth balls to be done.
Great Travella looking for Gonzalez. Pass Kierskowski. Kierskowski goes inside on his left foot. Kierskowski with a shot blocked away by Mancino. Nicely done. And now Heaney. Looked to have a chance, but just misses out on it.
Oh, yeah.
Mancino to Shaw. He's pushed down, and that looked dangerous. Araya and Kierskowski working with the ball. FC Monmouth looking crisp in their new jerseys, courtesy of Hummel, the new provider for the club, now that they're in the league for clubs. Over half an hour gone in this one. 1-0 to Braveheart. This Monmouth opt to reset with Joe Grossman, and now Mancino. Him and Sadloka have effectively swapped places. They're going to try to get back onto the preferred side of the defensive line, as they do after the pass from Mancino. Now Tysony looking for Shaw. That is beautiful from Gonzalez. You can see just his Spanish heritage. That was Iniesta's favorite move right there. Quick chop from one foot to the other. So simple and elegant, but also so effective. Jordan Bayonne heaves it, and that ball is beautifully placed. What a touch as well from Aula. Now, cross. Deflects off of a few Monmouth defenders, although probably not in the way Coach Hugh McDonald was really hoping for. It looked a little dangerous, and this is dangerous too. Great ball in from Andrew Araya to Aiden Tysony. Tysony with his head up. Travella to Shaw. He's cut out. It was a 2-on-2. And Homowitz with the great pressure applied right off of the touch of Gonzalez. Mancino goes for it, and so does Sadloka. That ball touches outer space before it comes down, and eventually into the feet of Braveheart. Ball through. Kierskowski calls for Grossman to get it. Good communication from FC Monmouth. And credit to Braveheart and their defense as well. Of course, seeing the offense with Heaney and Gonzalez wrecking havoc. However, defense has really held their own, not allowed too many big chances for FC Monmouth. And Monmouth bench calling for a yellow card after the play from Perinelli. believe was Evan Unger, Hugh McDonald's assistant, sharing some words with the referee. Now, Tyson can't bring it down. Luis Osorio in net for Braveheart. His first real action of the day. He's from Colombia as well. Played professional soccer there for a total of 8 years. Won the first division. He's now in the United States, keeping his game sharp. Kierskowski brings it down with his chest. However, Gonzalez does well to press. Wins it right back. And now it's a 3-on-1. Kierskowski and Heaney looking for the 1-2. And Caputo comes in to win it. We haven't seen too much of Davi Caputo within the past 15 minutes, at least on the offensive side of the ball. Somebody FC Monmouth will look to get back into this game. And now it's Gonzalez. There he is again, Davi Caputo. Some great work defensively. Must use him to start the attack. Lenny Avila's running down the wing. Looks for that through ball, which is just intercepted. Now, with all the time in the world, Jake Comowitz doesn't even know what to do. Go back, go forward. He opts to go forward. Caputo, Araya. Out wide, it's Tyson. Tyson on his right foot. Back post ball to Patrick Shaw. What a goal from FC Monmouth. And that is a world-class delivery from Aiden Tyson. Nicely put away by Patrick Shaw.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a goal for FC Monmouth in the 37th minute, number 23, Aiden Tyson.
And the smoke bomb is out here for the 7-3-2 as a couple of young fans run around and the blue smoke colors the air. Andrew Araya to Aiden Tyson. Tyson again looking for Shaw. That connection could prove to be dangerous.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Chick-fil-A Eatontown corner kick. Let's make some noise.
Andrew Araya with the corner kick. Puts it in back post. A little too much mustard on that one, or maybe Chick-fil-A sauce rather, as a few fouls occur simultaneously, but I believe they're going to bring that one back and call either on Kierskowski or an offsides. Couldn't make out the official ruling. I believe it's Kierskowski as the ball moves to the spot of the foul. Interesting to note, Braveheart have changed their lineup around a little bit. Sean Chaco is now at the right wing spot. They're going to play Gonzalez through the middle unless they eventually change something. Gonzalez now wanders back out wide. However, he did dart to the middle of the pitch for about a minute there.
Ladies and and gentlemen, kids, you want to have some fun on the field at halftime? Come on down to the players' entrance. And we will get you ready to come on to Count Basie Field.
Bedoya again.
Anyone who wants to participate in our halftime fun, head on down to the players' entrance.
Bedoya, while at New York City FC, has some great photos of himself on Instagram, just training with some legends of the game. David Villa, of course, one of those great players for New York City FC back in the day. I'm sure he played with Pirlo as well. Made one appearance for them, went on loan, though, to Hartford Athletic, where he really learned the tricks of the trade. As Andrew Araya knocks it down, finds Patrick Shaw. Now it's Kierskowski to Tysony. Tysony back to net. He's able to turn, and he gets fouled on the way. Little fun fact from the last time out. Andrew Araya and Aiden Tysony were the 2 goal scorers for FC Monmouth against Kingston Stockade. And they're both from Ocean Township. Though did not play high school ball together. Andrew Araya played for PDA and also went down to Florida, played for the Orlando City youth team. Now, less than 5 minutes to go of regular time here in the first half. Can't imagine a whole lot of extra time is added. And Braveheart, again, with a good attempt knocked away by Kierskowski. Tysony and Araya will now work with it. Gonzalez, little Maradona roulette cycle. Jake Homowitz gives him a hug, and the ref gives Homowitz a yellow card in return.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has issued a yellow caution card to FC Monmouth number 15, Jake Homowitz, in the 43rd minute.
Grayson Parks switches to play to Tysony. Now ball over the top. This is the first time these two clubs have played. And they will play again in a reversed fixture. Here in the Northeast Conference, every team plays one another 2 times, both home and away. Avila's with the high pressure. Not too happy with the call for a red throw-in. Davi Caputo, here he goes. Finds Shaw. Shaw to Tysony. Now Andrew Araya, left foot. Shot just wide of the net. And that was all Davi Caputo in the build-up. Making magic happen, as always.
It's another Chick-fil-A Eatontown corner kick. Make some noise and support your team. 3 goals for FC Monmouth, and you get free chicken.
Corner kick, batted away. Killian Heaney. To Gonzalez. What a touch by Gonzalez. So impressed with how he has been able to perform and just put on a show in this first half of action.
kickers? Are you announcing the league?
Huh?
Are you going to announce like
Yeah,
the penalty?
yeah.
Avila's.
Those are the kickers.
Eric and Jules?
Yeah.
Do we know what towns they're from?
I have no clue.
Okay. In the future, always try to get the town name because that's just an extra, like, whenever, I mentioned that to James too, because it's always an extra.
I'll ask him right now. They'll text it to Chris.
Mancino. Is it Applegate's kids?
I don't know. No. I'm going to text you later.
And now Davi Caputo. Caputo to Andrew Araya, who is called offsides.
Ladies and gentlemen, World Construction is the official Parks and Recreation specialist of FC Monmouth. They've been a leader in park and playground.
FC Monmouth's next home game is June 7th against Kensington Soccer Club.
They continue to operate at the forefront of the industry, and World Construction provides quality, professionalism, and over 100
Caputo wins it.
of combined knowledge and experience.
Avila's.
Construction.
Avila's on his right foot. Avila's. Now Caputo. Deja vu. Davi Caputo gets the rebound. Davi Caputo goes down, and FC Monmouth has a penalty kick. I feel like I have seen that one before, and that's because I have. Last time out, Kingston Stockade. Saw the same thing happen to him. Davi Caputo wins the rebound off of a hard shot. Caputo goes down, and Andrew Araya takes the penalty. Albeit on a different net and in a much different situation. Those were the dying embers of the game. However, it was 1-1. Andrew Araya for his third goal of the year. To make it 3 goals in 3 games, it's the captain, Andrew Araya. The ref blows his whistle. Araya steps up. Araya delivers yet again. Just about draws to an end.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a goal in the second minute of added time for FC Monmouth, number 10, Andrew Araya.
Andrew Araya, who did not score last year. Granted, he was playing in that number 6 role, which is now the position of Jake Homowitz. Has 3 goals in 3 games, and that third goal of the season gave FC Monmouth a 2-1 lead, as the blue and gold will look to hold on to it and extend it in the second half. We'll be back on the stream. Chris Daly signing off for the first half.
Halftime score, FC Monmouth 2.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Sacker down by the end line. Pushes across. Loser eye! And just like that, 1-1. Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it! Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Loser eye, 1-on-1. Loser eye, oh, he'll be taken down inside the box.
Knocked back in. Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal!
Now Sacker Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball. And that one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of Ohio League.
Look at that shot from Sevy Roy. My goodness, Sevy Roy with a left-footed banger.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
You'll get it done.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
Still get it done.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
Looks great.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click. Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
You'll get it done.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Sacker down by the end line. Pushes across. Loser eye! And just like that, 1-1. Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it! Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Loser eye, 1-on-1. Loser eye, oh, he'll be taken down inside the box.
Knocks back in. Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal!
Now Sacker. Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball. And that one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of Ohio League.
Look at that shot from Sevi Roy. My goodness, Sevi Roy with a left-footed banger.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Sacker down by the end line. Pushes across. Loser eye! And just like that, 1-1. Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it! Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Loser eye, 1-on-1. Loser eye, oh, he'll be taken down inside the box.
Knocks back in. Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal!
Now Sacker. Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball. And that one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of Ohio League.
Look at that shot from Sevi Roy. My goodness, Sevi Roy with a left-footed banger.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Give that away to people. Yeah. I gotta do that to the mic. I'll sit.
Joe Grossman in an MPSL jersey.
Is he?
Yeah, he had to change.
Did we run out?
That's funny. We welcome you back to Count Basie Park for the second half of action here in Red Bank, New Jersey. FC Monmouth boast a 2-1 lead on NY Braveheart in their third The League for Clubs game, their second at home after a thrilling 2-1 victory over Kingston Stockade just 6 days ago. Now FC Monmouth went down early on in this one in the first half. But then 2 goals. One from Patrick Shaw off a great feed from Aiden Tysony, followed by a penalty kick from Andrew Araya, have given FC Monmouth the elusive 2-1 lead. They're going to try to hold on to that, and they had made one change. Jack Longo checks into the game for his first appearance of the year. Off is Patrick Kierskowski. So Longo will play at that left fullback position now. Longo is 4th in club history in appearances at 23. One more and he ties Robbie Tapp for number 3 on that list at 24.
Ladies and gentlemen, change for FC Monmouth at the half. Entering the match, number 2, Jack Longo. And he replaces number 3, Patrick Kierskowski.
Jack Longo just finished his graduate season at Ithaca. He missed the first 2 games as he had to finish up his school year, and then he had to do a thing called graduation last week. Understandable excuse there for Longo, but he's been a fantastic piece to this FC Monmouth squad for the past 4 seasons. Just a great player on the pitch and also a great locker room presence. Really great guy off the field. And one of the many CBA players on this FC Monmouth team.
James showing up.
Oh, James showing off the juggles. That's James Davis, everybody. The general manager for FC Monmouth, and a lot of fans smiling after that one. I think all of the substitute players as well impressed with their boss's footwork. Braveheart just going to work the ball around. And Aula is hit in the chest. That is a foul on Grayson Parks, and the yellow card is out and awarded to Parks. FC Monmouth's second yellow card of the day. Jake Homowitz also playing on a yellow right now. He was called for one in the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has issued a yellow caution card in the 49th minute to FC Monmouth, number 9, Grayson Parks.
Joe Grossman had to change his colors at halftime. The red jersey he had on, a little too similar to the NY Braveheart jerseys, so he is now rocking the old jersey for FC Monmouth. Different kit provider, different league as well. Tommy Marquez has checked into the game for NY Braveheart. Or perhaps not actually. He was on the field in the first half, but now we have his name, which is a help as Braveheart work it through Bedoya. And Avila out wide. Looks at the ball as it just soars over him. 5 minutes now into this second half. Braveheart still searching to draw level in this game. It's 2-1. FC Monmouth in the lead. Blue and gold, meanwhile, hope to extend this lead and sit firmly atop the Northeast Conference standings. Atlantic City is second in the Northeast Conference, followed by Kingston Stockade, Met Oval, Kensington Soccer Club, First State, Braveheart at 7th, and Lighthouse Boys Club is in 8th. Numbers are a little inflated and deflated with it being so early in the season, but always good to know where both of these clubs stand. First action of the day for Jack Longo. And Bedoya gets the ball on his right foot. Bedoya with his shot, and he curls it in. Side netting. And that's the professional class on full display from the captain, Daniel Bedoya. 31 years of age, one of the oldest players on the pitch.
Is he 17?
7. And Daniel Bedoya tucks it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a goal in the 52nd minute for NY Braveheart, number 7, Daniel Bedoya.
It was only a matter of time before Bedoya made that big impact. Talking about it a lot earlier on this stream, just the caliber he has and his player profile is so unique. Hugh McDonald said before the game, listen, he is a little older, of course, but he's got a soccer IQ like none other. And speaking of flashy players, it's Gonzalez who had a terrific first half. Scored a bicycle kick goal. And he just wreaked havoc out at that right wing position. That is a big reason why Longo is now in the game. Provide a bit more speed to keep up with the very shifty Gonzalez. Andrew Araya appears to be fouled. Ref doesn't call it. As Vilas and Caputo will now have to check back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Current Rehab is FC Monmouth's official sport recovery partner. Current Rehab and Performance is a multidisciplinary healthcare facility
Parks
that offers true one-on-one physical therapy, chiropractic care, acupuncture, personal training, and sports recovery. Current Rehab gets you where you need to be because they care. Thank you very much to Current Rehab for their support of FC Monmouth.
Bedoya goes down. And this is not what you want to see if you're NY Braveheart. Bedoya is on the ground. Could be a cramp with the stretch that they are going to employ. Usually indicates hamstring as he gets up. Looks like he's going to shake it off. However, 2 subs are warming up. Just important to keep in mind. Robert Gomez, one of those subs, as he is just going to watch on for now. Head coach Bob Shacko not going to make any changes just yet. This game is getting chippy. Breakaway now for FC Monmouth. Davi Caputo on his right foot. Davi Caputo. Andrew Ryan, no. Double stop. Great saves. Luis Osorio showing why he was a professional goalkeeper for 8 years. Played in Copa Libertadores. He's well-seasoned goalkeeper. Comes up with 2 huge saves. Davi Caputo was in on net. We've seen Caputo chip it before. He opted to go on the ground, and maybe if he went in the air, could have snuck in. Some defenders were tracking back. Great chance from FC Monmouth, however, and we're really able to break open the play. This game looks a lot different now that Braveheart do need a goal. They had held a lead, or at least held that draw for the whole first half. Andrew Arias scored in the final seconds of the first half off his penalty kick. And it's Gonzalez, the kid from Madrid, Spain. Now at Queens College, and it's Mancino to Araya. Andrew Araya quickly becoming a fan favorite. 3 games, 3 goals. Not a bad resume at all to open up his 2025 season. I actually said to Andrew before the game, I said, "Are you going to make it 3-3 today?" And he goes, "That's the goal." Safe to say, mission complete for Araya, but won't be fully satisfied unless cut. Nap. Tahini. Haven't seen half for Braveheart, as Longo just smashes it out of bounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, FC Monmouth would like to thank Exterior Point, one of the fastest growing home remodeling companies in the country. Door. Exterior Point provides energy-efficient windows, roofing, siding, and entry doors. Exterior Point uses the highest quality building material for peace of mind. Thank you to Exterior Point for supporting FC Monmouth.
Possessing the ball. 58 minutes into this game. Just mentioned 2-2 still. Bedoya with the 2 goals for FC Monmouth, effectively wiped that lead away. And they are hungry. Immediately put them in a mid-table, even perhaps a little better than that. A lot of teams being so fresh. Cut out in a dangerous area. It's Gonzalez with half a yard right through the uprights. And it looks like it was just tipped by an FC Monmouth defender, so it's going to be a corner kick now for Braveheart. Braveheart hoping to make a substitution. That they do. Duga Dambelli comes on. Looking to score what could be the game-winning goal. The kids in the crowd chanting, "We want chicken." Ball into the box. I believe it was Saloka with the header away. Gonzalez has come over to the left side. Haven't seen him as much. And Brandon Knapp. Brandon Knapp checks out for NY Braveheart. Makes his way officially to the bench after a long walk around the net.
Ladies and gentlemen, a change for NY Braveheart SC in the 60th minute. Coming into the match, number 15, Duga Dembele, replacing number 3, Brendan Knapp.
Here's Gonzalez, a quick scissor on his right foot, now on his left foot. Mancino had hit it away for a throw-in, but it looks as if the ref said, no, it was out. And it'll be a corner kick instead. Bedoya's ball dangerously bounces on the 6-yard line. Avila is denied by Grayson Parks. That's a great tackle. Bedoya. Avila defending his Grayson Parks. He's had a great day, and that day just keeps getting better. Added to the highlight reel. And Messino clears it out. Back to Grayson Parks. He just wrapped up his sophomore year at NJIT. Went to Central Regional High School and played for PDA North and Real Central and MLS Next. 2 really high-level clubs. Two to 2, 63 minutes on the clock. Gonzalez does what he does best, and that's dribble past a couple of defenders. However, ball trickles to the feet of Lawrence Mancino. Mancino out wide to Araya. Araya with a nice Travella. It's Aiden Tysony. Tysony has 1 assist in this game, looking for his second. And he's not going to get it just yet. It looked like a corner kick. Ref says it's a goal kick, and FC Monmouth is not happy. However, maybe that's the motivation that they needed. Now it's Killian Heaney driving towards the center of the pitch. FC Monmouth on the attack. Tysony finds Aviles. Aviles' flick is cut away. It's Davi Caputo now. Caputo long throw-in. And Jack Longo. Dahamowicz, clever pass to Parks out wide. Parks puts it in on net. Scooped away by the keeper, and what a punt that is. It's all the way to the 35, and look at this, really dangerous. Braveheart are in on net. That could have been really bad. We'll see if it is. Gonzalez, his header right to Grossman. A sigh of relief for FC Monmouth. Dembele comes into this game and immediately shows just how fast and how good he is. Perinelli's ball doesn't connect.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eversync Psychological Services serves clients ages 3 through adults. They provide assessment, treatment, coaching, and consultation for individuals, families, and organizations with specific expertise in working with athletes of all levels. Their mission is to make you better at what you
Grossman.
do and improve how you feel. Thanks to Eversync Psychological Services for their support of FC Monmouth.
A bicycle kick in the center of the park. You don't see that one every day. Perinelli's down. It's Nate Anevsky, who subbed in for Patrick Shaw, running down the loose ball. And this game has been really even. What a clever flick by Heaney. And now a Trivella. Dembele in behind. Mancino comes in, uses his tall frame, his physical frame to save the day. Daniel Bedoya's second half goal is what has these teams on level terms. It appears to be an awfully similar case for FC Monmouth as it was against Kingston Stockade. Something of a dogfight for the second half. Two even teams in a chess match. FC Monmouth definitely had the better of chances against Stockade today. A bit more even, however, so far, Monmouth have definitely been the better team here in the second. But Braveheart just show some great flashes time to time, and Grossman, as he dives, almost lets that one go. Collects himself, however, and brings the ball in. And Nevsky is cut out by Avila. Avila to Heaney. Heaney, mentioned it earlier, played professionally for Silgo Rovers in Ireland. As part of their youth setup, also represented Ireland on the youth international scene. Shot deflected. We have a Braveheart corner. And Braveheart definitely with more corners thus far. It's Gonzalez. His volley is met by the head of Mancino. Both players immediately start bleeding. Yeah, that's what it looked like, either the nose or the mouth. And that was a head-to-head collision. So the medic's going to come out onto the pitch, make sure everything's okay here. We'll take a short break from the broadcast. You're listening on the National Soccer Network. Thanks to our producers and our friends at New Logical Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amici Pizzeria in Atlantic Highlands is proud to be the official pizza of FC Monmouth. Check your online game ticket purchase for an exclusive coupon to Amici. Whether you're celebrating a big win or refueling after practice, Amici has you covered. From slices to full-service dinner, private parties, catering, and BYOB. After the match, fuel up with the team's favorite pizza, Amici Pizzeria in Atlantic Highlands.
Yikes. We are back here on the National Soccer Network. Chris Daly behind the mic. FC Monmouth versus NY Braveheart. 72 minutes on the clock. It's 2-2. FC Monmouth were down 1-0 early thanks to a beautiful bicycle kick from Gonzalez on NY Braveheart. However, Monmouth struck back. 2 goals to respond in that second half, including Andrew Araya's penalty kick to conclude the first half of action. However, Daniel Bedoya had something to say here in the second. His beautifully placed curler went to the side netting, and it drew NY Braveheart level. Now 2-2. I imagine there's at least 20 minutes to play in this one. After Lawrence Mancino and Gonzalez collided heads, both were bloody as a result. Dembele is fed, and the Monmouth defense does well to win it. Both players had to be taken off of the field. Mancino is back into the game. For right now, Braveheart will be playing a man down as Gonzalez is still at the Braveheart bench. He's getting taped up in the nose. That was a tough collision by those two players. It's Tyson-y. Homowitz. Now Anevsky. Through ball to Caputo. It's a line break. And Andrew Araya darting in back post. He goes down. No contact, and that's the right call. Nothing too serious right there. However, a Braveheart player does go to the floor. Braveheart only has 2 substitutes on their bench, which Could play a big factor in this game, while FC Monmouth has 4 standing up and 2 sitting on the bench.
Ladies and gentlemen, FC Monmouth would like to thank JAG Physical Therapy, one of the fastest growing comprehensive physical and occupational therapy practices with over 160 locations throughout New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. Get back the life you love with JAG Physical Therapy, providing rehabilitative care to all, including sports teams. For more information or to book your appointment, go to jagpt.com. Thanks to JAG Physical Therapy for supporting FC Monmouth.
Play will resume here shortly as Gonzalez is back on the pitch for Braveheart. However, another player has to be taken off. Whole lot of injuries in this one. FC Monmouth currently ranked number 6 in the League for Clubs National Power Rankings. They were just released yesterday. FC Monmouth maintain that 6th spot. They were there the week before after a 6-0 victory over Lighthouse Boys Club of Kensington. And then after beating Kingston Stockade, who were also ranked in the top 10 at the time. There were a lot of thoughts within the Monmouth camp. Maybe they shoot up to 5. However, settle for that 6th spot. They'll be more than content with that. A win here could help them crack into that top 5, however. Lawrence Mancino plays Davi Caputo. Caputo, first team all NJAC midfielder at Rowan. Now it's a Nevsky. To Homowitz, also earned all NJAC honors in his first year with the Owls. Feeds Longo. Jack Longo on his left. Gives it to Avila. So close. Just a tad bit of miscommunication as Sadloka tries to head it away. Now Parks with the high boot. It's Homowitz. He's pushed in the back. No call from the ref. And Andrew Araya quickly wins it back for FC Monmouth. Bedoya. Got to give the young FC Monmouth fans credit today. This is the longest Let's Go Monmouth chant I have heard in the 8 years of attending games at Count Basie Park. Tyson keeps it in bounds. Longo tries to do the same. And this game has really been interrupted a lot by injuries within these past 10 minutes. Both teams trying to get back into that rhythm. Always tough after standing still. The muscles tense up a little, especially this late into a fixture. 78-47 reads the clock as the attempt for Braveheart is cut short by Joe Grossman. Mentioned he just finished his first year at UConn, also played youth ball at Inter Miami and CBA. Anevsky moves the ball with some space and pace. Anevsky scored for FC Monmouth in their first game against Lighthouse Boys Club of Kensington. He'll be searching for that second goal of the year today. Ball in behind, and it's a delicious ball. Killian Heaney. said he was a substitute when he started. Substitution here for Braveheart. And they hope that those fresh legs can help him get 3 points.
Ladies and gentlemen, the substitute for NY Braveheart SC in the 80th minute.
Saloka to Grossman.
Number 6, Robert Perez Gomez comes in.
Won by Gonzalez. Gonzalez right.
Francisco Perinelli.
Great bit of defending from Mancino. And Mancino and Gonzalez, the first time they met since that headbutt. Not an intentional headbutt, more heads colliding, should I say. And Mancino won it. Now Grossman coming way out of his line. That is terrific from Joe Grossman. After Davi Caputo's Trivella pass was cut out. And now another great ball from Caputo to Tyson. Goes for net. However, doesn't put it on frame.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got some more free stuff for you as we are celebrating the kickoff to summer. Make some noise. We'll chuck some shirts your way. Thanks again to Chick-fil-A of Eaton
Ball
Town
over the top.
Sponsoring our kickoff to summer match.
It's Gonzalez. And Gonzalez plays it on the ground. It skids along that 6-yard line.
FC Monmouth goal means you get free chicken.
FC Monmouth hungry for a win. The fans are hungry for chicken. Less than 10 on the standard clock here. However, with all of the injuries and breakups in the second half, this game is far from finished. Bedoya again, quarterbacking this Braveheart attack. Parks to Grossman to Mancino. Mancino might be one of the most experienced freshmen in the country when he arrives to TCNJ in the fall, playing against just top-level competition all summer long here at FC Monmouth. Homowitz dinks it over the top. Looks for his Rowan teammate Caputo. Longo plays it to Aviles. However, ball does not bounce in favor of FC Monmouth. Still 2-2. Patrick Shaw and Andrew Araya, the goal scorers for the blue and gold. Meanwhile, Gonzalez and Bedoya for Braveheart. Through ball to Killian Heaney. This is the time where FC Monmouth will need a lot of energy. Braveheart are looking just a tad bit slower. Although not Gonzalez. He's got some blistering speed, as does Nambelli up top. Now Grossman plays with it. Wow. That takes some confidence for a goalie. With 6 minutes left in the game, tied 2-2, and Grossman pulls it off. I'm sure Grossman is letting go a sigh of relief right now that all worked out. Goalies are athletes too, as Monmouth try to build up. Longo. Awesome touch. And it's Caputo. Caputo to Longo. It's Jack Longo. Oh, he's saved by Osorio. The goalkeeper putting on a great display today. FC Monmouth's biggest chance within the past 10 minutes. It was thanks to Jack Longo. Integral in that build-up, and then he had a phenomenal chance on net. However, you gotta give credit to this Braveheart defense. Tyson, he flicks on a header, and they're gonna call a corner kick. It appears it came off of a Braveheart player.
It's a Chick-fil-A Eatontown corner kick. Stomp your feet and make some noise.
And the ball back post so close. The ref calls it. And they're going to say it's an FC Monmouth goal. Yet again, in the final minutes of this game.
Who got it?
FC Monmouth scores in dramatic fashion. These fans are going crazy here at Calabasas Park for free chicken and an FC Monmouth lead. It's 3-2.
Free chicken! Who's that number now? Who is it?
We are making out right now who scored. And it looks like it was Nate Anevsky with the header, number 33 for FC Monmouth. His second goal of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a goal in the 87th minute for FC Monmouth, their third of the match. Number 33, Nate Anevsky.
It was hard to decipher at the moment as the ball had crossed the line in the eyes of the ref. It didn't in the eyes of many of the players on the pitch. It did for FC Monmouth, of course, as they go off to celebrate. A lot of confusion, both on the pitch and up here in the press box. And yet another smoke bomb lit off. Entertaining soccer all around. However, there's still a lot left to be played. FC Monmouth can't take their foot off the gas just yet. Braveheart don't have much time. They're looking for a response. They're looking for that first point of the year. Meanwhile, FC Monmouth trying to make it 3 wins in 3 games to start their time in the league for clubs. Not many could have dreamed of a better start. They definitely have not made it easy on themselves. 2 really heart-racing games as David Caputo checks off. Noah Jones enters the pitch for FC Monmouth. A defensive reinforcement. Freehold Township kid, currently at Stockton University.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a change for FC Monmouth in the 89th minute, entering the match number 13, Noah Jones, replacing number 8, Davide Caputo.
It's Heaney. Heaney dinks it in. Mancino heads it away. Now it's Bedoya. Haven't seen Bedoya all too much in the attacking third as Dambelli shoots it. And Grossman makes the save. 3-2 FC Monmouth. Nearing that 90th minute. There will definitely be a significant amount of added time. Lawrence Mancino and Miguel Gonzalez both were injured were bleeding. And that probably delayed the game a solid 4 or 5 minutes. Homowitz called for another foul. And now Anevsky, the substitute who has been the spark for FC Monmouth. Andrew Araya to Lenny Aviles. Aviles on the right wing. He's tackled with some might by Avila. However, ball stays for an FC Monmouth. Throwing. Yes, it does. FC Monmouth just taking their time to get there. This is a chess game after all. Jake Homowitz throws it, trying to get to the end line for Anevsky. And corner kick? No. It's goal kick. Anevsky tried to kick it off of some Braveheart defenders. A referee calls that goal kick. And the blue and gold will drop back. They're playing a double pivot right now. You have Jones and Homowitz both playing in CDM roles. Jones heads it away. He's really athletic, really fast. Great substitution by Hugh McDonald in the final minutes. Homowitz is fouled. He's on the ground. Another roller coaster of a 90 minutes. FC Monmouth went down 5 minutes into this match. Miguel Gonzalez with a beautiful bicycle kick. Count Basie was stunned. Eventually, FC Monmouth found an answer. Aiden Tysony with just a terrific ball to Patrick Shaw, who tapped it in. Andrew Araya then with a penalty kick. But then Bedoya scores for Braveheart. Finally, Anevsky with that confusing header. Not confusing that it was a header or not, rather, if it went in. Eventually, the ref did blow his whistle, and Monmouth now have that 3-2 lead.
I got interrupted by James, who was trying to set the clock.
And it's Anevsky on the right wing. Anevsky played at Wayne Valley High School, entering his junior year at NJIT, one of the many Highlanders on this Monmouth team. That's why the chemistry is so high this early in the season for FC Monmouth. It looks as if a lot of these guys have been playing for a long time together. That's because they have. Araya was at NJIT this year. Essentially the whole back line, including Kierskowski, who will transfer there. He was a starter today, was subbed off for Jack Longo. Andrew Araya is fouled. And that was a dangerous tackle. Yellow card comes out for Bedoya. Daniel Bedoya is booked.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has issued a yellow caution card to number 7 on NY Braveheart, Daniel Bedoya.
This is a time where the blue and gold look to just heave this ball down the pitch. They don't want to make this easy for NY Braveheart. Scrappy, just keep the ball in bounds, tick time off the clock, and get it into the corners. That's exactly what Mancino does. Great work as Anevsky with a header. Looking like the Flying Dutchman. Killian Heaney making it back post run. Grayson Parks and Anevsky are the covermen. And here is Anevsky to close down lacrosse. Cross back post. The cross is from Avila. A couple of Braveheart players down. And now it's Bayonne. Bayonne on his left foot. He would prefer to get it to his right. Miscommunication. The ref blows his whistle. Third game of the year and the third win for FC Monmouth. This crowd erupts.
FC Monmouth 3 and NY
Down for 1-0 for a while. FC Monmouth made it 1-1. Then they made it 2-1. Eventually, it was 2-2, and Anevsky with the header.
It's going to be fries, not chicken this time. But it's still free fries. The chicken's for a hat trick. So one FC Monmouth.
What a game.
Hat trick.
And that is now the third win for FC Monmouth in the Hugh McDonald era and in the League for Clubs era.
Please join us next Saturday, May 31st, 7 p.m.
I'll see you guys on stream next time for FC Monmouth Women's, both May 31st and June 1st. But with that being said, I'm Chris Daly from FC Monmouth, signing off for now. Thank you to the National Soccer Network and New Logical Sports for all of your help. We will see you guys next week.
Follow the club on the socials at We Are Monmouth and at FCMonmouth.com. I will see you back here coming up Saturday night for the FC Monmouth.